Good Monday morning to you. It's going to be the start of another great week here in Central Virginia. It's the first Monday in February.
February.
Ooh. And we hope the weekend was great for everybody. Weather was much better. Thanks for stopping by and watching Virginia This Morning. I'm Bill Bevins.
I'm Amy Lacey. Of course, it is a new month and another chance for us to have some fun and pass along helpful information along the way to you, our valued friends and viewers of this show. Did you do anything fun this weekend, Mr. B?
We were just talking that we've got to go down to Kilmarnock. I was at the Revel.
Yeah.
Had a dentist appointment at the Revel.
The Revel?
Yeah, and then we went over to Kilmarnock and you know, I was telling them there's a billboard on 64 West going out of town the other direction that says visit Kilmarnock, and I'm going like, shouldn't that be on the other side?
On the other side.
Anyway, I did a U-turn and went, and yeah, we had a great time.
Well, that's great.
How about you?
If I make it through today's show without another coughing fit, it's going to be a good one because the illness continues. It's sort of the flu that keeps on giving, but. You know.
You look great.
Well, sometimes it's mind over matter. You put on enough lipstick and you can look like you're feeling great.
I'll have to try that.
Sometimes,
see
right?
If it works. All right, folks, now that we're kind of caught up in our little pre-show chat, let's get the show started, a little preview of what is actually going to happen on the show. And we send it over to Andrea Swipe-Murdaugh, who is going to help us do just that. Happy Monday to you, Andrea.
Happy Monday to you indeed. And of course, it's going to be a happy Monday here at Virginia This Morning. You can start the week off with a winning outlook. As we know, attitude is a little thing that makes a big difference. We always look forward to getting a dose of motivation on a Monday. And award-winning author Stacey Hawkins Adams wants you to go for the win. He'll share the details coming up in less than 10 minutes.
Sounds like a great conversation. And of course, our inbox is full of fun memories that you've shared from the weekend. We're going to take a look inside the inbox and reveal a few of them, but we do have a preview of one. Okay. Check this one out right now. Ooh, looks like a whale of a tale. We'll tell you all about it during our Everywhere You Are feature coming up in our second half hour.
And of course, Valentine's Day is next Friday, and that means you get a chance to celebrate Galentine's Day as well. Aaliyah Newman and Angel Hobbs, founders of Crave Cocktail Seltzers, are here to give us a few drink recipes to mark the occasion, and you're going to want to stick around for that.
And of course, we know that yesterday was Groundhog Day. Punxsutawney Phil predicted 6 more weeks of winter after waking up to see his shadow, Tom. Let's hope this is not the case, but I can say, as someone who is from Pennsylvania, we don't necessarily put a whole lot of faith in what the rodent says anyway.
I think they have they actually had to add an extra security detail for Phil after that prediction. So,
yeah,
Tom, I think yours will be much better.
Yeah.
Well, angry mobs are angry mobs. He can get them. I've had them. You know, security detail. Well, listen, when he says, or whatever, that whole 6 weeks of winter, I don't know, is that good or is it bad? I mean, on the calendar, there's like 7.
On the calendar, we know that it's coming anyway. So, again, a rodent.
So, basically, if he doesn't see a shadow, what does that mean?
That means it might be 65 or something this week.
Well, it's going to be 65, so.
Oh!
Again, rodents.
He was wrong.
I think it's cool. You know, it's kind of fun to see that tradition, and I loved the movie. When the movie Groundhog Day came out, I
watched it this weekend, Tom.
Yeah, I thought it was the funniest thing, most clever thing ever. Bill Murray, to me, was always just a funny individual, just his goofy looks and the things he says, and I always thought that movie was very funny. I won't go into any scenes because then I'll go on all day about it, but I thought it was clever.
And then you'll repeat them because Groundhog Day.
Exactly. So that's kind of a cool movie. You know, the rest of the world has no clue about Groundhog Day. I always thought, you know, a lot of folks knew about that. I think we're the only ones who kind of do that.
Yeah.
I don't even think the British do it, you know, and
no.
So.
Do they have groundhogs?
I don't know.
They're
probably got a funny name.
Some kind of rodent that looks like a groundhog.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could see it'd be like Silly Simon or something like that, you know?
Jeez.
The groundhog, the ground weasel or whatever they would call him over there.
There they have Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster. So
that's good. that's one too.
Nessie does predictions, though.
Yes.
I mean, but people predict Nessie sightings, so there you go.
Yes, and will Nessie see their shadow? her shadow, his shadow, I don't know. All right, let's get to it. We have just some thin clouds out, so a partly cloudy sky, even though it feels nice and bright, and it is, but still you got to consider those are actual clouds. So partly cloudy, although the airport is calling it mostly cloudy skies, 44 degrees. It's a nice day. We've got a southwest wind at 7 miles per hour. The dew point's up to 38, so the air is not real dry or anything like that. And the winds are pretty light. You can see our little wind arrows there. The longer they are, the windier it is, and they're pretty low right now, or pretty short, I should say. All right, 40s all around the metro, you get it. 60s today, partly sunny, a nice warmer day today for us. And then 49 tonight, clearing skies. So tomorrow morning won't be as chilly as what we had this morning. The setup is high pressure. We've got a cold front to the north and west of us that'll move through here probably tomorrow, although the colder air won't really be felt till late tomorrow and Wednesday, and it'll be significantly colder. But we'll have a couple of nice mild days until then. So partly sunny skies today, clearing tonight, partly sunny skies tomorrow. The front comes through. The colder air starts to get here by Wednesday. A lot of clouds will be around on Wednesday, and temperatures will really plummet into the low 40s. So big differences. In February, I think I was saying this last week or so, it's kind of an anything goes month. You could have a high of 35, you could have a high of 70 sometimes in February, any time of the month. And it's just kind of that thing. Sometimes it's really cold, sometimes it's not. So it's not quite a transition month like March or April would be, but sometimes anything does go. All right, I'm actually going to talk more about the forecast coming up, I believe, after this. Back to you guys. Or no, we'll be back after this. Sorry.
On this Monday, February 3rd, the wait is over and the area's only live local talk and entertainment show, Virginia This Morning, has officially started. I'm Amy Lacey here with Mr. Bill Bevins. We've been doing some drumming here on the table, so to you, man.
All righty, here we go, folks. Hello to Amy, and hello to all our valued viewers and friends of the show. The 9 to 10 a.m. hours when we get a chance to connect and share some helpful information and fun topics, and we love every single minute of it. So Tom kind of went down a path there for a while, and we were talking about the weather, but I did get outside and did get a lot done around the house this week, and it was really nice to be able to be outside for a while.
I did a little bit of that too, because you know, we joke about it. We are in the longest season of the year, it seems, but you know, it is. Daylight's
coming earlier and ending later.
I noticed it around 5:40 last night. There was still quite a bit of daylight out there, and I am not complaining about that because I do get more done. I will go to the shed in the backyard when it's still daylight at 5:40 p.m., but I won't do that when it's, you know, dark at 4:30.
And
so
it was yesterday was kind of cloudy and gray, but it still felt good. And of course, the weekend was really nice.
It was really nice, and things are starting to pick up too. We have so much going on in Central Virginia.
Things are starting to happen.
Yes, and we have so much going on here. Like today, we have a jam-packed show. Some great things in store, including making a few Galentine's Day inspired cocktails, opening up the inbox to do some show and share during our Everywhere You Are segment, and we have much more for you to enjoy, but you have to stay watching.
It doesn't matter if your favorite team isn't in the Super Bowl this Sunday. We all want to be winners in life. Award-winning author and speaker Stacey Hawkins Adams is here to talk about how we should go for the win. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, we're getting ready for a time where it might be your team, it might not be your team. You might be trying to figure out, are they really going to win it again? But we've got to focus on ourselves and what we need to do to truly be our best winner.
Exactly. We can take some cues from the Super Bowl team. So whether your team is wearing a little green or wearing a little red, or maybe you're a sideline coach trying to coach those teams or wondering are they making the right moves, it's also an opportunity to look at our own lives and ask ourselves, how can we be the quarterback of our own teams? How can we refine our offense and our defense? How can we have the best coaches to lead us through our own lives?
That's right, and those are great talking points, because we're thinking about not only what we're doing, but how we're responding to others. You often remind us to lead with grace,
yes,
to think about what's happening around us, what people may be going through. This is an especially difficult time for a lot of reasons,
yes,
and so we need to be mindful of those things, but still focusing on what's important, which is really being kind, being your best.
Right, right. And in terms of the Super Bowl and the winning at life, being kind, being your best, that involves protecting your peace. That involves every day waking up with intention and deciding, how am I going to enter this day? How am I going to move through this day regardless of what comes my way? So back to that Super Bowl analogy, if you're the quarterback of your own team, when you think about those quarterbacks that made it to the Super Bowl, they were wise, they had great strategy, they listened to the wisdom around them, which was the coaches. They had teammates that were blocking and defending and, again, making a pathway for them to reach those goals. So who are the people that in your circle that are cheering you on? Not those negative voices who are doubting whether you can do it, but those who are saying, maybe you didn't get it right today, but I believe you can get it right tomorrow. Or those who say, you know what, I do think you can and you should go forward. Visualize success and see yourself there.
Because there is going to be some opposition along the way. You will have opponents, you will have naysayers, but we need the best team around us, and putting together that right team, especially right here, still at the beginning of the year, although it seems that we've already made it through four weeks.
Yes.
But we need to think about the people we have around us, think about the messages that we're consuming, and get ready for the big game.
Get ready for the big game, and whatever that big game is for you, is it a particular goal that you're trying to accomplish? Is it just how you want to live your purpose? Is it just getting through, like you said, we've had some ups and downs, some challenges just in the first month of the year. So whatever that goal is, whatever your North Star is, don't give up on that when the obstacles come. Have that team around you, but also have your own playbook. And your playbook would be, okay, again, we talked about last week, if the worst case scenario happens, how do I still move through this and achieve or work toward my goal? If things are moving as I want them or going as I want them, how do I stay the course and stay focused? So it's really just deciding with your quarterback playbook, how do I want to win at this game of life? How do I want to win at being my best self?
That's interesting. Your playbook, one of the things I've been trying to do this year is to figure out and to do more of what works for me.
Yes.
And so that playbook aspect of, hey, we know that there's some things, regardless of the team we're playing against, this is one of our stronger plays. This is one of our stronger activities. And so we've got to lean into those a little bit more than we lean into what our weaknesses are. We still need to study that and be aware of that and have plays for it. But for the most part, if you run the plays that work well for you and do that extremely well, you can get a little bit further in the game.
Absolutely. What's your superpower? Your strength, your gift, your talent, that's your superpower. And you shore yourself up in your areas of weakness by getting those around you who are smarter or stronger in those areas, and that's how you win together.
This is a great analogy as we think about the next several weeks, the next several months, even after the Super Bowl is over, right? Having the right team, having the right plays, studying and preparing, and making sure that we are putting our best foot forward is really important. And also knowing that there's going to be some opposition along the way. Go in expecting it, go in ready for the challenge, and you will feel better about it and most likely succeed as well.
Absolutely. And think about those teams as you study success, because I always like to study success. Like who won Grammys last night? How did they win the Grammys? How did these two teams get to the Super Bowl? How did Kansas City get there a third time? They went into it knowing that there were folks who knew their main plays, knew their strengths, knew their weaknesses, and still they managed to navigate that to get to a third Super Bowl. So what are we doing to mitigate those things that might stand in our way or block us, but also lean into those strengths and say, you know what, I'm going to focus forward, I can do this, I'm worth a win, and I can achieve a win.
And it can take a little time to figure out what your strengths are. I know for a lot of us, we can say what we're not good at a lot faster than we can identify what we are very good at. And so spending some time just sitting with that and studying that portion of your life is really important too.
Right, and be okay with your strengths being different from someone else's. Be okay with people maybe not understanding your strengths. Maybe it's a little quirky, or maybe it's a less traveled path, or maybe it's something that people are like, this is not the season for that, but in your heart of hearts, this is where you know you're meant to give and pour out and serve the world. Lean into that and be okay walking that solo path sometimes if you have to.
That's right. And what you're not good at, hopefully your teammates around you can help you a great deal. Thank you for being with us and always reminding us of how to get that win.
All right, let's go.
We look forward to seeing you next time. And Stacey offers weekly Motivational Monday emails. If you're interested in subscribing, you can visit StaceyHawkinsAdams.com. All right, Amy and Mr. B, I'm sending it over to you for another big win.
Okay, let's see if this is a big win. Here's a funny joke to talk about this national food holiday. How do you make gold soup?
How do you make gold soup, Bill?
You add 24 carats to it. Thank you. I'll be here all week. Don't forget to tip your waitresses. All right, it's one of America's favorite cakes. It's National Carrot Cake Day. That's why we did that. Some people add nuts and/or raisins to the batter. Are you a fan of either?
You know what? Any carrot cake is good carrot cake to me, Bill, because it's just so good, especially when it's homemade and you can taste those grated carrots in it and everything else. But I'm a big fan of it.
Gold cake.
It's gold cake, yeah. Carrots are a girl's best friend, so to speak.
All right, we're going to have a easy to make recipe for you. Check out this virtual creation.
Oh my goodness, the cream cheese frosting.
All right, let's get another check on the weather with Tom Patton. But first, let's find out whether he likes carrot cake.
Well, listen, I've got to be honest with you.
Okay.
I'm a frosting guy. I think carrot cake frosting is one of the best out there.
It's so good. It's the cream cheese.
It's
just
cream
so
cheese.
delicious.
Exactly.
It has that tangy, that little bit of zest in there.
You don't really care what's in the cake.
You know, if you have to eat the cake to get to the frosting, like if someone said, here's the frosting, but you've got to dig your way through the cake first, yeah, I would do it. I like a thin layer of cake, like
with a lot of frosting.
Still intact to the frosting, you know what I'm saying?
I see Tom sitting in the kitchen with a bowl of frosting. And
I've done it. I would do it again, yes. Especially carrot cake frosting. You're right, it's one of the best things out there. And it looked like it was fairly easy just to at least make the frosting. If you didn't feel like...
just whip it up. I actually make a very good cream cheese frosting, Tom. Maybe for your birthday, instead of making you a cake with frosting, I'll just make you the frosting.
Yeah. You gotta put something
Bring
under
it.
A cracker.
No.
I don't think he wants that. I think he just wants the spoon.
4 inches of frosting.
A plastic spoon will do. I've eaten it with a fork. I've eaten it with a knife. I've eaten it with a spoon. So either way, yes, the frosting indeed. So great call there, of course. And yeah, carrot cake's good. All right. You don't need raisins, though. Maybe some walnuts. Here's the deal with the next few days. And it's really nice out here. There are a few clouds around, yes, but it's a very pleasant early February day. And I was thinking earlier this morning while on TV, when I first moved to this part of Virginia, I think it was 2001, but the summer of 2002, or the winter of 2002, I remember there was like an 80-degree day to start February. It was either the last day of January, it was like upper 70s or around 80, and then the first or so day, somewhere in there. And I was like, this is crazy. This is insane. It was so cool to me. I was amazed. And then it got really cold after that, but it was kind of cool. So February, you could hit almost anything up to 80. Not that it's likely, but it's not out of the question either. All right, well, let's look farther than the 7-day forecast. I like the 8 to 14-day outlook. It really helps you with the trend, a lot of the longer-term forecasting, and you can look at temperatures, polar vortex, and all these things that are going on up around the Arctic Circle in northern Canada. But it does look like, yeah, some colder air is going to be coming down and probably eventually having an effect on us probably into the middle and latter parts of next week. And it could be a rather sustained cold air event. It doesn't look as cold as that really cold snap we had in January, but it will be significantly colder in that time frame. Again, that's 8 to 14 days time frame-ish. Probably even like stacked a little bit into the later part of that, maybe like 9 to 12 days, somewhere in there. All right, so tomorrow or Wednesday, there'll be a cold front coming through tomorrow. Wednesday, we could see a little light mix. This does look really light, and that'll change over to some light rain by early Thursday morning. That too looks light, and another chance for rain on Saturday. All right, we'll be back after this.
This segment is sponsored by Children's Museum of Richmond.
Our good friends at the Children's Museum of Richmond have a very busy spring in store.
They are excited about their annual Pretend Again fundraising gala. And here to tell us more is Danielle Ripperton, the executive director of the museum. It's so good to see you, Danielle.
Good to see you all. Thanks for having me.
So remind folks what the gala is.
Well, it's a lot of fun, first of all. So it's our annual gala. Pretend Again is an opportunity for adults to come back and be in the Children's Museum and find that inner child in themselves and support the mission of the nonprofit, the Children's Museum of Richmond.
Wonderful.
I've been to I mentioned to you before we came on, I've been to so many adult events at night at the Children's Museum in the past, and everybody has a blast. You mentioned the very first thing you said was fun, and that's what the Children's Museum is all about. It doesn't matter whether it's big kids or little kids.
We're all kids at heart, right?
Yes, we are.
Let's talk a little bit about the event. What can folks expect when they get there?
Sure. So you all may be very familiar with the exhibits because we talked about that earlier. But if you've been in the cave, you can go gem mining for literal gems.
Wow.
As an adult, you can go into our Bright exhibit and do fun ring toss. You can do all kinds of fun games throughout the exhibits. And the team is just so creative in making sure that they're the fun experiences for adults with the prizes included, but also just tied to our exhibits and the mission of the museum.
And you talk about the mission of the museum because there is a nonprofit component to this. Tell folks what that does and how going to an event like this supports the mission.
Sure. So the Children's Museum of Richmond is a nonprofit organization. So events like the gala help to support the things that we do throughout the year, whether that's special programming or making sure that scholarship memberships are available or that families can come at any point and enjoy some of the sensory-friendly exhibits and experiences that we offer. That's what the pieces that the gala bring back to the museum.
There was some talk already this morning about the Super Bowl. There's a football game there, but there's also a lot of food. And so food and drink is a big part of your party as well, isn't it?
Absolutely. We have a lot of different bites, the best bites of some of the funnest things that are around town. So all the restaurants, all the drink partners, there's cocktails and mocktails, all kinds of great food to enjoy throughout the evening. And those are all listed on the website so you can see all the great partners that are bringing the great food to the museum.
When you get feedback from folks who are, this more seasoned members of the community of our age group perhaps, what do they say about going into the museum for events like this?
It's different, right? So you're going in and you're enjoying it, but you get to see other adults who want to support. It's really adults of all ages that are coming out for the event, which is a lot of fun. And you just get to tap into that inner child. There's going to be special things like a live artist who's going to be painting the carousel. When do you get to see live art?
Right, that's
so
wonderful.
It's just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
The whole place is built on fun, basically, and that's kind of your specialty. And it is a great night. And as you said, some people who have older children haven't been to the Children's Museum in years. How do we get tickets and how can we get in on the fun?
Absolutely. So you can go to our website, seemoreva.org, or you can go to the exact event website, which is pretendagain25.givesmart.com. You can get tickets, you can see more about what's going to be offered that evening, and you can support the event and the Children's Museum.
Anything else coming up that you would want to, while you're here, let our folks in the community know that they can take part in this spring?
There's always something going on at the Children's Museum of Richmond. We have an awesome family field day that's coming up that's called I See Me Play. That's going to be in April. We look forward to that. We have an event next weekend that we're partnering with the Black History Museum on Sunday. We're going to unveil some art that was done at 2nd Street Festival with local artist Oz Miles. So there's always something at the Children's Museum. Check out our website and our calendar of events.
Yeah.
A very important member of the family of Central Virginia is the Children's Museum. Thanks for all y'all are doing. Thanks. Make sure you tell all your staff and all the volunteers that help out so much. We really do appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Always a great time at Seymour.
All right, folks, Danielle, we always appreciate you and everything you did, as we said, and we appreciate you coming in and wish you continued success.
And remember, the Children's Museum of Richmond presents a one-of-a-kind fundraising event, Pretend Again and I See Me Play, an RVA festival. That's all happening Friday, March 21st from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. at their downtown location, 2626 West Broad Street here in Richmond. For more information, call 804-474-7000. You can check out their website at cmorva.org. Tickets can be purchased by going online. pretendagain25.givesmart.com. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram too.
All right. I know Andreas loves going over there with her kids. Sounds like a great fun event, Andreas.
That's right. Danielle, please send us some pictures from the event. We certainly want to include them in everywhere you are this spring. And if you can't watch our show live and want to stay up to date with our segments, you can visit virginiathismorning.com anytime, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And there are many other ways to watch as well. Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and Android TV channels. If you need the app, just visit the App Store on your device and search WTVR Richmond. It's absolutely free. Stay tuned. Our live show returns in less than 3 minutes.
Okay, it's time to have some fun and open up our inbox.
We've seen all kinds of fun things over the years, and we thank you for sharing your special moments with us here on Virginia This Morning.
All right, the inbox is open. What's up first?
I get to go first.
Yeah.
Scott Tucker did what we did, got out there and got some yard work done with the nice weather we've been having lately. He says, hopefully, he's not rushing spring. Rush away.
Yeah, there's no problem with that.
We've already been, in disagreement with Puxatawny Phil.
That's
so,
right.
hey, get out there.
Bring on the spring.
Well, Kathy Dugan sent this photo in. Check out some of the friends who stopped by her home in South Chester.
Wow.
Look, there's a lot of them out there.
I kind of want to go to your house in South Chester to see all of your friends, Kathy.
Popular lady.
Yeah, and check this out too. Kristen Whitehurst Pickrell sent this in to us. She was whale watching in Virginia Beach with Rudy Tours and saw something so beautiful out there. You may remember that I shared my own video from whale watching trip there last month. It is such a great time there. Now's the time to see the whales off of Virginia.
Man, a trend. A new trend.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, now it's your time to get in on the fun, and it's easy to do.
Please send us a video, picture, or comment to our Virginia This Morning Facebook or Instagram pages.
You can also email us, virginiathismorning@wtvr.com, and we absolutely can't wait to see what you've been up to. We live vicariously through you.
That's right. Well, in the meantime, Virginia This Morning returns in just a few minutes. Stay with us. Make plans and come on out for the 2025 U-Crops Monument Avenue 10K presented by Kroger. The big day is Saturday, April 12th, and registration is open right now. Just scan the QR code on the bottom left of your screen for more details.
This segment is sponsored by Mr. Fix-It.
Most people don't realize how important gutter protection is to their home. Here to tell us all about the benefits of Gutter Helmet is our friend Mark Benstock, owner of Mr. Fix-It. Good to see you again. Yeah. Welcome back. We have talked about this in the past, but I want to kind of drive home the fact that safety for you and your home, but mostly for you, is step one in Gutter Helmet.
Yeah, we've lost count of how many customers have shared with us all those tragic stories about somebody falling and around the house, getting up on that ladder and, you know, getting injured badly. Gutter helmets, one of the gutters are necessary evil for a house. You have to have the gutters. You've got to be able to get during those heavy rains, even the light rains, get that water controlled and away from the home to help protect the home, protect the landscaping, all that stuff, you know, keep the critters away. Yep. But the necessary step is to have gutter guards on the home that work 24/7, 365. And the cheap Gazmos and filters and things like that that are out there, they're not that long-term successful product. Gutter Helmet is. Gutter Helmet has a lifetime performance warranty. I've had it on my house for crazy years, whether it's a heavy snow that can sit on top or whether it's in the fall, all the leaves falling, or in the springtime, those thunderstorms. Gutter Helmet's going to be there. And again, when we say triple lifetime warranty, it's because it's a material warranty, it's a performance warranty, and it's transferable. So if you go to sell your house, you transfer it to somebody else. So makes it good.
We've talked in the past of, you know, it's not something you see from the street when the house is for sale.
Right.
But if you tell people that are interested in your house that Gutter Helmet is up there, and if they know, or if you have to tell them the story, then that makes a huge difference, because then you're not up on the ladder again or paying someone to get on the ladder.
Exactly right. So you don't have to worry about being stressed out of, uh-oh, the gutters are clogged again. Do it. If you like to golf, you never have to worry about cleaning your gutters again, but just get out there and have fun on the weekends.
All right, you have a special offer for us right now, because it is special. So tell us about that.
Right now, no payments, no interest for 12 months, or even some folks say, hey, I just want a tiny monthly payment, so $75 a month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gutter Helmet has been around for a long time. I know you've been doing it, you said, in your house for years and years. And the people that have it installed are so happy with it. We just had a situation at our house where the gutters were fine, everything's working good, but we needed to get that little attachment that goes on to, again, get the water further away from the house, because we have a basement. Right. So getting that water away from the house is essential. It obviously, if you got clogged gutters, it's going to cause problems up in the air and on the ground.
Well, you're right, and that's what we bring to the table. We're celebrating our 54th year in business, so we are experts at this, and we're going to come out free of charge to do an evaluation, and we'll make recommendations. We might say, hey, you know that downspout right there, it needs to be a little bit larger sized, or hey, there's one that we need to add another one, and this one we need to make a little extension like you're talking about, and get it a further, because we're taking a look about the lay of the land and how the water flows when it rains heavy. Is it flowing towards the house, away from the house? So we'll make those recommendations and give, you know, free advice on how to protect your home.
It makes a huge difference, and Gutter Helmet works. I don't think we said that. It works, folks.
That's right.
Thank you so much for coming in and filling us in on this. Enjoy no interest and no payments for 24 months. Also, receive $300 off your Gutter Helmet project. The Mr. Fix-It showroom is located at 10,189 Maple Leaf Court in Ashland. For more information, give them a call at 804-726-8006 or visit the website, MrFixItVA.com.
Love is in the air, and what a better way to celebrate than with a couple cocktails. Whether you're hosting a girls' night in or getting glam for a night out, after this segment, you'll have the perfect sips to keep the party going.
Aaliyah Newman and Angel Hobbs, co-founders of Crave Cocktail Seltzers, are here to share a few recipes perfect for the occasion. So good to see you both. And what a beautiful display today.
Thank you.
Looks great. So talk to us about, Valentine's Day is becoming more and more of a thing, because why shouldn't you celebrate the love that you have with your girlfriends,
Yes.
and, your daughter or your aunt, or it's just a great time to get out and celebrate.
Yes,
Sure.
it's great. We love Valentine's Day, and we have the perfect cocktails for you guys.
Okay, so show us exactly what you're going to do today.
Yeah, for sure. We'll start off with the Crave 75. So this is our play on the French 75, but instead of the Prosecco, you're using Crave as your bubbles.
Okay.
So tell us a little bit about Crave.
Yeah.
So this is ready to drink, already in the can. It's got a little fizz to it. What can people expect when they sip?
Yes, so this is like the perfect unique blend of a little tartness, a little sweetness, and with a little added fizz, but it's kind of a modern twist on your lemon drop cocktail. And it's perfectly ready to go, convenient, take it anywhere you go, Galentine's Day, Valentine's Day, hey.
Sounds very refreshing.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, you want to
Yeah, for sure. So we're gonna start off with ice. We're gonna have Bombay Sapphire, a little bit of lemon juice, and we're also gonna use sugar cane, liquefied. So we're gonna add some ice, shake that up.
There's always something about the shaker that the party's getting started right now.
Yes.
Oops.
There we go. Oh, just so pretty.
For sure. And then all you're gonna do is top it off with some Crave, add your lemon twist, and you're ready to go. It's the perfect elevated cocktail for your Galentine's Day.
Very nice.
Perfect. Only took a few seconds to make.
Yep.
Yes.
And I can tell it's got that fizz that makes you feel like a champagne glass is the perfect thing to put it in.
For sure. It's definitely elevated. That's what we love about the Crave 75. You can take it to Galentine's Day. It can be a more elevated dinner cocktail, and that's why we love it. It's our signature cocktail on our menu whenever we do events.
Love it.
So what do we have here?
Yes, so the next one we're gonna make is the something floral, which has a
Okay.
splash of elderflower, and it's our simplest cocktail. It doesn't even require a mixer at all.
Okay.
So all you're gonna do is pour 2 ounces of elderflower and then top it off with Crave, and it's
nice.
delicious.
Wow.
Now, elderflower, I don't have very often. What does that taste like?
So it's really sweet, but you have those floral notes as well. So if you like a little bit of floral sweetness along with the tartness of the Crave, I think it's the perfect cocktail. And it's super simple, like I said, or like Angel said, it's 2 ingredients plus ice, ready to go in seconds.
Ready to go. Love that.
So you have these beautiful cocktails. Where did you get the idea for Crave? How did you get that going and bring it to the market?
Yeah, so it honestly started as a random idea. I texted Aaliyah, and she was like, I want to do my own seltzer. And I said, let's do it. We actually got invited to a pitch competition where we won $10,000, where we were then able to.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And we created our beverage from there. It took us about a year's worth of time to get our business actually started, and we launched this past July in the DC area.
Well, you can see it as a labor of love, because
Yes.
you're absolutely loving what you're doing. And you know what? You're having fun with it. And that is so, so important.
Yes.
And an impressive timeline. Just a year ago, you were launching this product. It is so beautifully packaged and so easy for people to get their hands on. So you're located right now in DC, but you're making your way down 95.
Right down into Virginia. So we actually just got into Total Wines, 8 Total Wines within Virginia, 2 within Richmond in the Short Pump and Glen Allen area. So we're super excited about that. We're glad that our hometown is able to access Crave, because that was a huge thing for us, is getting our family and friends to be able to travel up to DC to try it or bring some home to them. So we're extremely elated to be able to come into Virginia and get Crave started.
I love it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, show us this one too. I love a puree.
Yes.
This looks so, so pretty. What do we have going on
Yeah,
here?
so this is your signature Galentine's Day cocktail. And I'm gonna make it a mocktail version and also with Crave.
Okay.
So we're gonna start with a little bit of ice and then some strawberry puree. If you don't have puree, you can always use syrup, but puree is a lot better.
I mean, it just adds that little bit of texture to it.
Yes.
It's so good.
Next, we'll have some lemon juice and then a little bit of simple syrup.
Okay.
We'll shake it up.
There we go. Party's getting started here
Yeah.
in Virginia this morning.
It's never too early.
5 o'clock somewhere, right?
Yes. And then we'll pour it in our Crave martini glasses.
Martini glasses too, always just so pretty.
Yes.
It just adds, it just makes the drink look that much more elevated
Yes.
too.
And the perfect color for Galentine's Day.
Yes,
exactly.
Signature drink. So you can top it off with Crave, or you can top it off with a lemon sparkling water.
Nice.
So this is a delicious cocktail, and I would definitely say it's your signature for Galentine's Day.
Oh, so just, look at
Beautiful.
that color.
Yes.
Just, you know that is a drink that celebrates love.
Yes, for sure.
That's right. These are 3 easy to make options, perfect for Galentine's Day coming up, or Valentine's Day, or as you're getting ready, as we talked about, whatever the occasion may be, the perfect opportunity. But you can drink Crave by itself as well.
Exactly. So it's the perfect convenient can. It already comes with lemon drop. We use simple flavors, and it's made with real vodka. So we're super excited to bring this to Virginia. It's the unique flavor from the lemon drop, and yeah, we're glad to be here.
Yes.
That's right. I love a lemon drop, so I definitely will be giving it a try. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you for sharing and making sure that Virginia is going to have access as well.
Yeah, we need to be in on the fun.
That's right. For more information on Crave cocktail seltzers and these delicious recipes, visit our website, virginiathismorning.com, later today.
Mr. B, we've been talking a lot about Galentine's Day, but we don't want to leave you out too, because we know that this would be a cocktail that we could celebrate how much we love you, buddy.
Oh.
Congratulations, ladies. We're so proud that you brought it back home. All right, folks, we look forward to having the talented group Good Shot Judy come back on our show live to perform in our studio this year. In the meantime, let's have some fun music and a video that we hope you're going to love.
This is GSJ LOVE, take number 144. Marker.
L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore, and love is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two, and love can make it. Take my heart and please don't break it. Love was made for me and you. L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore, and love is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. Two, love can make it. Take my heart and please don't break it. Love was made for me and you. Love was made for me and you. Love was made for me and you.
All right, we love Good Shot Judy, and that was, of course, Love, L-O-V-E, love. They will be supplying the entertainment for Valentine's Dinner and Dance on Friday, February 14th at the Akka Shrine Center, 1712 Bellevue Avenue, right here in Richmond. It's from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. For more information, find out how you can book your group for another party or book the group for another party. We'll post the link on our show website by early this afternoon at virginiathismorning.com. Stick around. We're going to wrap up today's show, our final thoughts, in less than 3 minutes.
Welcome back. We're ending today's show in our favorite place, the Virginia This Morning kitchen.
And we love talking about Crave because we know that it is available now that you can buy it in Virginia, but it's also made in Virginia. This is a very cool product.
Thank you. Yes, Virginia ladies and Virginia made.
Very nice.
So you came up with the original idea to make the seltzer and the add the vodka, and you had people that, you came up with a recipe, they kind of refined it and everything, and did you have any input in the packaging or all of that, the art and all of that?
Yes, so we actually did. Aaliyah and I actually started on Photoshop.
Okay.
And it looked nothing like it looked
You
today.
start grassroots, that's what you do.
Yeah.
But yes, we actually worked with the graphic designer to actually bring our vision to life. So everything was done by us and approved by us.
It's so impressive that in a year's time you have done all of this and brought us such an amazing product. But to hear your story and to hear how you started with a text message, you got on Photoshop, you went literally into the kitchen and started mixing things together, and now it is something that's available in how many stores?
So we are in 20 stores in the D.C. area, and we're planning to expand to 50 stores by July in the state of Virginia.
Impressive. We're not on top of our game.
No, absolutely
We've got some catching
not.
up to do.
So you love the lemon drop cocktail. Do you have any plans to maybe expand your line that you can tell us about?
Yes.
We do. We're not going to say the flavor yet because it is a surprise, even though if you do follow us on Instagram, you'll be able to get a little hint at what it is. But it'll be tequila based. We can give you that much.
Okay.
All right.
Very nice.
There we go.
Well, look at that. Another Virginia-made drink. We
Well,
love to
lemon
hear
and
that.
tequila, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a really good match. Well, we do want to toast to love and February and all that we are doing here today at Virginia This Morning. We're celebrating a Virginia-made product, Virginia-made ladies, and just having a great time on Virginia This Morning.
That's right. Thank you to all of our guests today and to you for watching our live show each weekday morning from 9 to 10 a.m.
Make plans to join us again tomorrow morning. We'll learn some more new stuff. It all starts at 8:56 a.m.
Until then, be kind to yourself, be kind to each other. Have a wonderful Monday. We'll see you back here at the ranch tomorrow morning.